Hey, welcome to Nyali. So today, in this episode, we have Mr. Norman Perves. He's a entrepreneur and business advisor, and also he's academic. So if you today in this today we will talk about investment. If you have money to invest, this is your man. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna ask him about how you can invest your money if you have money to invest, where to invest, and all that. So thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you. And audience always ask, one of the most questions asked from audience is how to invest. If I have a saving or I have some spare money to invest, where to invest that money or how to invest that money?
Right. The first thing when it comes to investment is to understand what investment is. Mm-hmm. And that is where a lot of people lack the knowledge of basic investment.
Yeah.
And I always say this, that when we talk about investment, there are two things to remember: earning money and making money. Mm-hmm. So earning money is where you go to work or you're providing someone a service, they pay you for your service, and this is earning money. Mm-hmm. Making money is literally investing your money in something. Mm-hmm. So if you basically, to make money, you have to invest. Mm-hmm. Now, when you earn money, there are a few things you can do with that. You earn money because you want to pay your bills for your livelihood. Right. Maybe you want to save the money. And when we talk about save the money, you're saving it either for your holiday or maybe for your children's university fee, or even you want to maybe open a business later, or you want to purchase something. So let's talk about someone saving the money because they want to open a business. The main reason they're doing that is because they want to make money.
Yeah.
So now we come to the investment, which is making money. The first principle is that only invest what you can lose.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of people go wrong. And that's why Bloomberg, as well as Company House, they will tell you that every out of 100 companies that comes into existence, 80 companies actually close down within the first 2 years. Yeah. Yes, there are several reasons for that, cash flow, etc., etc. But the main reason is that when people lose money, they do not have enough money to carry on.
Right.
I'll give you an example, and it's a tragic example. I met someone through a friend, and later on I just find out that he's in hospital. And just because I met him through someone, I said, oh, you know what, I should go and see him in hospital. So when I went there, I kind of find out from him the reason he was in hospital was because he had an heart attack. And why he had a heart attack was because in 30 years or 35 years, he actually saved money by working hard, about 60, 70 grand or something like that. And someone said, let's open a restaurant, and he put all his money in the restaurant. So restaurant did not work. In about 1.5 years, the business crashed. It did not work, and he lost all his earnings. Yeah. So that is where the first lesson comes in, that only invest what you can lose. So for instance, if you've got a £10, invest 10 pence.
Okay.
If you've got 100, invest £1. If you've got 1,000, invest 100. So the reason behind it is when you lose the money, you don't lose your sleep over it. So when you don't lose your sleep over it, that means that you can survive. You don't have to sell your house. You're not going to be out, on the road. You can still have your food, etc. You can still pay your bills and etc. Oh, and you're not going to have a divorce. Okay. So this is very important.
So always invest part of your available funds.
Absolutely. Or affordable funds.
Yeah, affordable funds. So don't put everything in one bucket, basically.
Absolutely.
Leave a option out there, because investment always, every business is always the beginning is high risk in there, but always basically make sure you have something to backup if in case
Yes.
there's a delay or something.
Because,
goes wrong.
like I said, to make money, you have to invest. There's no two words
Yes.
about it. So because you have to invest,
Yeah.
this is the first lesson you have to learn.
Okay, so at this time, for example, if you're looking to invest, what type of business you looking at the moment, or what
Right.
type of investment you looking? What's the biggest opportunity at the moment you need to look at?
I mean,
this time?
if you want to invest, I will relate an example to our services. So when our clients, they come to us and they say we want to invest money, and the first question we do ask is, where do they want to invest money in? Because it is very important that whether they can do that or not, and whether they have the skills or knowledge in that particular field. And if they do have that, fine. But if they do not have that knowledge, then which means, or do you want to acquire that knowledge, which means you want to hire someone who has that knowledge. Nurseries, because I'm an academic, nurseries is an example. A majority are not academics, but they hire the nursery managers, those who have the experience, those who knows how to run the nurseries, and the compliance that go through with that. So yeah, that's basically first thing. And the second thing you have to do is you have to do due diligence.
Okay.
So, for instance, like if I am opening African or Caribbean hair accessories in an area where there is no African or Caribbean, it's 100% going to flop.
Yeah.
Right? It's about needs and wants, the basics of marketing.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at how you're going to market, how you're going to do it. So basically, when you do that, you need to do the due diligence. You need to know what the business is, what is the market, product, and the competition around you.
Okay. So let's say, because the time is very short for this interview, but let's say if someone is interested in investing, how they or learn more about investing, how they contact you? Well, that's the best way of contacting.
They can always contact us through Facebook, through email. They can ring us as well.
Okay.
And very soon we should have some YouTube videos as well.
Okay.
So they can always contact us through, because social media is very powerful at the moment, and we are always up to date with that.
Okay.
So they can do it like that, and we can then give them the consultancy on that, or
Okay.
give them the advice
Okay.
as to what they can do. First of all, asking them what they want to do, because it's their journey.
Okay. So thank you for your time, and we really appreciate your time coming here with this interview. So we will try to bring you allocate more time. So we'll invite you again, so we can have more time to go through all this. Very appreciate your time.
It was my pleasure.
Yes, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a link below this video for if you want contact him and get basically your investment knowledge and also opportunities. You will be able to learn more on. I will put a link here. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, because every week we bring you the top knowledge, the expert who can advise you, give you useful information. So leave your comment below also on what kind of videos you need us to make. It's all about you. Thank you, and till next time, keep it up.